Dondi Richardson from FloraCraft, and we are going to learn how to make this lovely little tree frog.
Yes,
welcome.
It's great. Thank you.
Yeah, I love him, and what I really like about him is his tongue, and it goes in and out. That is so cute.
Needs to catch his flies.
Exactly, up in his tree. Who knew that there was frogs in trees? Tell us what we're going to use to make this little guy.
You're going to need several sizes of styrofoam balls, 1 inch, 1.5, 2, and 2.5.
Okay.
You're going to need some brads for decorative embellishments, some eyes, toothpicks, paper punch, small piece of wire curler,
Right.
paintbrush, plastic knife, scissors,
Okay.
your paint, your glue, any style scrapbook paper that you'd like for his arms and legs, cutting tools, and glue dots.
Excellent. Okay, so let's get started. What do we do first?
First, you're going to insert toothpicks into all your little parts, and that's gonna give you a nice handle to hold on to while the paint's drying.
Oh, very nice. That saves your fingers from getting really messy, doesn't it?
Exactly. Go ahead and put your paint in a nice dish and load up your paintbrush real nice. And you're going to press it right into those cells and fill in those cells real nice. And if you go in a circular motion, that kind of helps get it all inside all those crevices.
Right, and I guess we could use any shades of green or yellow.
Yes, of course.
And I bet if you did some research, you could get some really good and even speckle it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be fun.
Give him some spots.
Okay, so we're going to paint all of our balls and let them dry. Okay.
Now we're going to start assembling.
Okay. And I see you've already got some balls here for us too. But first we're going to do the legs.
Yeah, and you're just going to take and cut about 1 inch strips out of your scrapbook paper,
Okay.
about 10 inches long. I've already got some cut
And
here.
so 4 strips, 1 for each leg.
Yep, and you just want your legs to match your arms.
Okay.
And I've already started, and what you want to do is you want to accordion fold
Oh, okay.
all the parts.
And that's easy.
And that's just back and forth.
Right. About
And
a
it-
1/2 inch wide for each little fold?
Yep, that's fine, and you can make it irregular. It kind of makes him a little more jazzy.
Right. Crazy frog.
All right.
Okay, so
That's all
those
that
are all done. I
takes.
see you've got pieces, right?
Now you'll take your 2 arms, lay them end to end.
Yes.
Take your paper punch and just punch a hole right in the center.
Okay.
Take your body,
Okay.
lay your arms right on top of your body
Right.
and your 2-inch head.
Oh,
and
we've
you're
got
gonna
the toothpick in it.
Yep, you'll leave your toothpick right in there and pop that right
Oh,
out.
perfect. That is so simple.
Now that's his little
Very cute.
arms.
Okay. And so next we've accordion folded his legs as well.
Yep.
So do we attach those next?
Yes, and we're going to do the same thing.
Okay.
There we
We're
are.
going to hole punch those then in the center.
Yep.
Actually, it'd be really fun to do all different legs and arms too. Then you'd have a really interesting looking
really,
frog, wouldn't you?
Yep, really
You
wild.
could get really fun with him.
And you'll lay those right on the bottom of his body
Right?
and use one of your paper brads.
Ah.
And if you add a little glue, because that's smooth, if you add a little glue to the tip of that, it'll hold in there a little nicer for
Right.
you.
Especially if you're playing with him a lot.
Right, right.
And you just poke that in.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, now for his feet, you're going to take your plastic knife.
Right.
You're just going to make a small slit in the top of the ball and wiggle that knife. It makes a nice little groove.
Okay.
And take your glue.
Want me to hold this
Glue.
piece?
Sure.
This is great. You could probably make all different kinds of animals using the same techniques.
Exactly. Yep, just change his face out a little bit and
Right.
just add that glue right across that groove. And the glue does dry clear, so you'll just add
And
that on.
then I see that you have the little brads also poked into his feet. So we
Yes.
just poke those in?
Yep, it's just
So I'm
straight
gonna
in.
Put it right down there.
Little dab of glue will help them hold in a little nicer.
Right. So they just poke in as well. You might even want to let the leg dry or the foot dry before you put these in so that you're not messing with anything.
Exactly.
Very nice. So we would do all 4 of his feet.
Yep.
And then we just have his eyes and face left to do. Oh, and I see his belly has the brad stuck in there too. Can I go ahead?
Yeah,
I want
adds
to
a
put
little
some in.
cute decorative touch to
Very
him.
sweet. A flower tree frog. Okay, so let's see how we do his eyes.
And his eyes, you're just going to cut the toothpicks in about half.
Okay.
And you're just going to insert them in right next to each other.
Right.
Right on top of his head.
A monkey would be very cute with this.
Yeah, it would.
You could give him a long little tail.
Now these are your little glue dots, and you're just going to add a glue dot to the back of your eye.
Great, and that holds the eye in place.
Yeah, and also when you put it on, if you push it into the top of the head a little bit, that kind of helps hold it in place.
And so I see we just have his tongue left, and that's simple. We just curl the end of the tongue, and that inserts through the styrofoam.
Yep, if you bring it right from the back of the head and just poke it straight through the head. Right out the front.
And I guess you'd need a fairly stiff piece of wire so that it pokes through easily, right?
Right.
Right, so let's go over to our finished project, and I can see that you just curled up that piece of wire and a little curl on the back as well, and our tree frog's all done. Thank you so much for showing us how to do that.
It's okay, thank you.